Hello everyone, welcome to the SQRT channel. In this video, we are going to talk about a limit problem. Before moving forward to talk about the problem, make sure that to subscribe to this channel and enable the notification to be able to watch the future videos that we are going to release. Now, let's talk about the problem. In this problem, we have two terms for the limit that we are going to find. Each term is a nested radical. They include 1 over x, and the nested radical that we have has three radicals. The first one is radical 1 over x, the second one is radical 1 over x plus the previous term, and the last one is radical 1 over x plus the previous term that we were talking about. With that, now let's move forward to talk about the solution. But as usual, make sure that you pause the video to think about the problem first, and we will see you in 15 seconds. To solve this problem, we are going to replace 1 over x with y. Let's do that to simplify the problem a little bit. The current equation is kind of very scary. Now if we replace 1 over x with y, then x is not going to limit towards 0 from the positive side. It's going to move towards infinity. Let's do that. Then for the first expression, we are going to have a radical y plus radical y plus radical y, and as you can see is a nested radical again. For the second term, we are going to have, give or take, the same thing that we saw in the previous term, but instead of one of the values that we have here is going to subtract from y. Basically we have radical y minus radical y plus radical y. With that, we are going to find the result. To solve this, I'm going to use a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of 2 is equal to a minus b times a plus b. Basically, we are going to multiply this expression with a similar expression that instead of using negative or subtraction here, it's going to use plus. If we do this, then the whole expression can be simplified as, for the denominator we will have y plus radical y plus radical y minus, we just need to remove the radical from the second expression, and it's going to be y plus radical y plus radical y. And then for the denominator, we are going to use exactly what we had in the original expression, but instead of the subtraction sign, we are going to use plus sign. Now after some simplifications, for the denominator, we are going to have 2 times radical y plus radical y. The denominator is going to be exactly the same thing that we saw before. Now we are going to use another trick here. I'm going to factor out y from each radical that we have. Let's take a look at the denominator for now. For the denominator, if we factor out y inside the radical, then I have y times, for the first term it's going to be just 1, and for the second term it's going to be 1 over radical y. This was easy. Now let's take a look at the denominator. I'm going to factor out y again. So the first term inside the first radical is going to be just 1. And then if we factor out y, because it is a nested radical, we are going to end up with radical 1 over y plus radical 1 over y to the power of 3. If we do the same thing for the second expression, we are going to end up with what you are seeing here. Now, we can remove y from the numerator and the denominator. Basically, it is a radical y. Now let's remove that, and then we are going to end up with 2 times 1 plus 1 over square root of y, and we are going to have a radical over it. And then for the denominator, we are going to see what you see here. From here, we know that y moves toward infinity. So 1 over radical y and 1 over radical y to the power of 3 are going to be 0. For the denominator, we are going to have 2, and for the denominator, we are going to have 1 plus 1 or 2. So the whole limit is going to move towards 1, and that's our final answer. Thanks for watching the video. If you would like to see more puzzles and math involved activities and also problems from different math competitions and Olympiads, please subscribe to this channel. This is the SQRT channel. See you in the next video.